Dear friend, welcome to Anara Healing Space for you. In today's journey, we dive into the Buddhist teachings on patience and tolerance, two of the most powerful virtues that protect our heart and nurture compassion. In modern life, we are surrounded by delays, misunderstandings, and conflicts. Many times our instinct is to react, to resist, or to become frustrated. But the Buddha taught that true strength lies in patience. Patience is not weakness. It is resilience. It is the ability to remain calm when storms arise, to forgive when hurt, and to continue walking with compassion when challenged. Today, we will explore 10 Buddhist ways to strengthen patience and tolerance. Each way is not only a teaching, but also a practice you can apply in daily life. 1. Breathe mindfully when irritation arises. The Buddha emphasized the breath as the foundation of mindfulness. When irritation or anger appears, instead of reacting immediately, pause and return to your breath. Take a slow inhale, hold gently, and release. This simple act creates space between the trigger and your response. Imagine being stuck in traffic, surrounded by noise and delay. Instead of honking or shouting, you place your hand on your belly. Take 3 mindful breaths and whisper, "This moment will pass." Through mindful breathing, you learn that patience is not suppressing emotions, but transforming them. Each breath is like pouring cool water onto the fire of anger. Over time, this practice strengthens your inner calm, making tolerance your natural response. 2. View challenges as teachers, not enemies. Life constantly gives us situations we don't want: a rude colleague, a delayed flight, an unexpected problem. Our first thought is, why me? But the Buddha taught that suffering can be our greatest teacher. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to practice patience. Instead of labeling them as punishments, ask, what lesson is life teaching me now? For example, when a friend disappoints you, the lesson may be tolerance. When your plans fail, the lesson may be humility. When your path takes longer, the lesson may be perseverance. By reframing difficulties as teachers, you stop resisting life and begin to learn from it. The more challenges you face, the more patient and compassionate you become. 3. Reflect on impermanence to ease restlessness. Impatience is born when we forget impermanence. We want everything immediately, forgetting that time flows naturally. The Buddha reminded us that all things are temporary: joys, sorrows, successes, and failures. Next time you feel restless waiting in line or anxious about the future, repeat silently, "This too shall pass." A storm may shake the sky, but eventually the clouds drift away. By contemplating impermanence, you realize that both discomfort and pleasure are passing states. With this wisdom, you loosen your grip on impatience. Instead of forcing life, you allow it to unfold. This acceptance is the heart of tolerance. 4. Listen without reacting. Most of the time, impatience arises not from events but from people. Someone criticizes us, and instantly we want to defend ourselves. But the Buddha taught the art of deep listening. To listen without reacting is to create a sacred pause. Imagine someone speaking harshly. Instead of interrupting, you breathe and listen fully. You don't need to agree, but you give space for understanding to grow. This practice is not about silence out of fear, but silence out of strength. By not rushing to respond, you break the cycle of conflict. Patience grows in the quiet space between hearing and replying. Tolerance grows in the choice to respond with wisdom rather than ego. 5. Embrace difficult people as spiritual teachers. It is easy to be patient with those we love, but the real test comes from those who irritate us. The Buddha often reminded his disciples, enemies can be greater teachers than friends. That difficult person at work, they reveal your hidden impatience. The stubborn relative, they mirror your unhealed frustration. Instead of labeling them as obstacles, whisper silently, "Thank you for showing me where I still need to grow." Each difficult person is like sandpaper, rough at first, but polishing your character over time. By embracing them as teachers, you transform annoyance into gratitude. In this way, your patience deepens, and tolerance becomes compassion in action. 6. Align with the pace of nature. Look at the trees. They do not rush to grow, yet they reach great heights. Look at the river. It flows steadily, never impatient to reach the ocean, yet it always arrives. Nature moves at its own pace, teaching us patience. In our world of instant results, we often resist life's timing. But when we align with nature, we rediscover trust. Next time you feel restless, step outside. Watch a flower bloom, a cloud drift, or a sunset unfold. Let them remind you, life doesn't need rushing. Everything comes in its season. To be patient is to live in harmony with nature's rhythm. 7. Be patient with yourself. One of the hardest lessons is self-patience. We demand immediate progress from ourselves, quick success, perfect discipline, flawless behavior. When we fall short, we judge ourselves harshly. But the Buddha taught that growth is gradual, like water filling a jar, drop by drop. When you make a mistake, instead of self-criticism, whisper, "I am learning. I am growing." Celebrate small victories, honor your effort, and forgive your failures. When you cultivate patience with yourself, you naturally extend tolerance to others. If you can be gentle inwardly, you will radiate gentleness outwardly. 8. Turn waiting into meditation. Waiting is often seen as wasted time. But what if waiting became practice? The Buddha taught that mindfulness is possible anywhere. The next time you are waiting in line, at the doctor's office, or in traffic, instead of scrolling your phone or complaining, bring awareness to your breath. Feel your body, listen to the sounds around you, and practice gratitude for the present moment. When you transform waiting into meditation, every delay becomes an opportunity. The world is no longer testing your patience. It is training it. In this way, life itself becomes your meditation hall. 9. Trust the law of cause and effect, karma. Impatience often comes from wanting results now. You study but want instant mastery. You exercise but want immediate health. The Buddhist teaching on karma reminds us that every action bears fruit, but only in its time. The farmer plants a seed and must wait through seasons before harvest. So too, we must trust life's timing. When impatience arises, reflect. My duty is to plant good seeds. The results will ripen when the time is right. This understanding turns anxiety into trust. You no longer force life. You cooperate with it. This patience is rooted in wisdom, and tolerance flows naturally from it. 10. Root patience in compassion. At the core of patience lies compassion. When we see others not as enemies but as beings suffering in their own ignorance, tolerance blooms. The Buddha taught that everyone seeks happiness, but many act out of pain. Next time someone tests your patience, pause and ask, what suffering are they carrying? By shifting from judgment to empathy, your heart softens. Compassion transforms irritation into understanding, and understanding blossoms into patience. Patience without compassion can feel cold. Patience with compassion becomes love in action. Dear friend, patience is not passive waiting or silent endurance. It is conscious strength. It is the shield that protects the heart from anger and despair. Through patience, you conquer yourself. Through tolerance, you build bridges. Through compassion, you heal both yourself and others. The 10 Buddhist ways we explored today: mindful breathing, seeing challenges as teachers, reflecting on impermanence, listening without reacting, embracing difficult people, aligning with nature, being patient with yourself, turning waiting into meditation, trusting karma, and rooting patience and compassion are not distant ideals. They are practical steps you can practice daily. Every step you take in patience makes you freer. Every act of tolerance brings more peace. Every seed of compassion you plant heals the world. Dear friend, thank you for walking this journey with me. If this teaching brings you peace, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Anara Healing Space for you, so together we can spread the wisdom of the Buddha to the world. Until next time, may your path be filled with patience, tolerance, and joy. Namaste.